social club photographers. Tonight I'm playing another live stream show. It's true. So I'm going through my phone book, texting everyone that I know. Quite a few I don't lose numbers, found their way to my phone. They might come along anyway, you never really know. None of this is going anywhere. Pretty soon we'll all be home, and no one left alive will really care about our glory days when we sold our souls. But if you're all about the destination, take a fucking flight. We're going nowhere slowly, but we're seeing all the sights, and we're definitely going to hell. But we'll have all the best stories to tell. Yes, I'm definitely going to hell, but I'll have all the best stories to tell. Let's begin at the beginning. We're lovers and we're losers. We're heroes and we're pioneers, and we're beggars and we're choosers. We're skirting around the edges of the ideal demographic. We're almost on the guest list, but we're always stuck in traffic. We've watched our close associates up and play their parts. They're chatting up the it girls and they're tearing up the charts, while we were paying with coppers to get our rounds in at the bar. We're the C-team and the almost famous old friends of the stars. Now Justin is the last of the great romantic poets. He's the only one among us who is ever gonna make it. And we planned a revolution from a cheap Southampton bistro. I don't remember details, but there were English boys with banjos. James Austin Georgie standing on a wooden chair, and he sings songs, he slays dragons, and he's losing all his hair. And Adam is the resurrected spirit of Graham Parsons, implanted Sarah Rhinestone, and living in South London. And no one's really clear about Tommy's job description. It's pretty clear he's vital to the whole damn operation. And Dave Danger smiles at strangers, treats the safest guy I know. So in Hobbs will scamper up to victory in the city we call home. But we won't change our ways. We will proud remain when the glory fades. When the glory fades, yeah, I'm sick and tired of people who are living on the B-list, and they're waiting to be famous, and they're wondering why they do this. And I know I'm not the one who is habitually optimistic. I'm the one who's got the microphone here, so just remember this. Yeah, well, life is about love, lost minutes and lost evenings, about fire in our bellies, and about furtive little feelings, and the aching amplitudes that set our needles all a-flickering, and they help us with remembering that the only thing that's left to do is live. Yeah, the only thing that's left to do is live. After all the loving and the losing, all the heroes and the pioneers, the only thing that's left to do is get another round in at the bar. Thank you. I don't even have my wife and my cat in the room today, so it's just me. Hello, Australia and New Zealand. I hope you guys are drinking. If you are drinkers, get yourself a beer, get yourself a glass of wine, a tequila, a whiskey, whatever you do. I've got coffee because it's just after midday in the UK, which by a musician's standards means it's very early in the morning. So, cheers. Right, continuing on with the show. So yeah, I was supposed to be in Perth tomorrow. I love Perth. The first time I ever went to Australia was in 2010. I've been touring with my friend Chuck Reagan for a while, and in America, and he'd been telling me over and over again that Australia was the promised land of touring. He kept telling me. And he kept banging on and on about this, and I'd never been there. So eventually I said to him, well, fucking take me there then. And he did. And we did the Revival Tour in 2010 in Australia with me and Tim Barry and Ben Nichols and Chuck. And it was an absolute dream come true tour, and it made me fall in love with your wonderful country. And I went to New Zealand for the first time then as well, and it was awesome. Perth in particular, I remember we had a day off in Perth on that tour, and I was sat on the beach, and this was still the point in time when I was kind of getting to know Chuck and Ben and Tim. They're friends of mine these days, but at the time they were new friends. And I was sat on a beach in Perth, and I saw Ben Nichols and Chuck Reagan and Tim Barry in their like Speedos and swimming trunks getting into the sea, and I thought to myself, what the fuck is my life about? Because they're all musicians that I grew up listening to. So anyway, let's continue. This is a song about something that I'm currently not allowed to do, which is travelling around the world and touring. But fuck it, we're all friends. Here we go. To the east, with the road beneath my feet. To the west, well, I haven't got there yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, my time is running out. Ever since my childhood, I've been scared, I've been afraid of being trapped by circumstance, of staying in one place. So I always keep a small bag full of colognes kept released on. Somewhere secret, somewhere safe, somewhere close to the door. Well, I've travelled many countries, washed my feet in many seas. I've jumped with grifters in Vienna and with punks in old DC. And I've driven across deserts, driven by the irony that only being shackled to the road could ever I be free. To the east, with the road beneath my feet. To the west, well, I haven't got there yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, my time is running out. Well, I felt old before my time, but now I'll keep the age away by burning up the miles, and yet by filling up my days. And the nights, 2,000 nights I played, 1,000 more to go before I take a breath and steal myself for the next 2,000 shows. To the east, with the road beneath my feet. To the west, well, I haven't got there yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, my time is running out. So saddle up your horses now and keep your powder dry, because the truth is you won't be here long. Yes, soon you're gonna die. To the heart, there's no time for you to waste. You won't find your precious answers now by staying in one place. Yeah, by giving up the chase. To the east, deciding the things that will kill them. They've been trapped in and plunging straight to the bottom. The fantasies and ways of life we've forgotten. Keep having dreams. Amy worked in a bar in Exeter and went to a house and a slab beside her. She woke up screaming in the middle of the night, terrified of her own insides. Dreams of pirates and some fancy heist, breaking through a life overheard. She can't remember which came first, how it's to home or the terrible curse. She keeps having dreams. And on the worst days, when it feels like life weighs 10,000 tons, she's got a cowboy boots and car keys on the bed stand, so she can always run. She can get up, shower, and half an hour she'd be gone. Keep having dreams of things I need to do, I'm waking up and not following through. But it feels like I haven't slept at all when I wake to her silence and she's facing the wall. Posters of Dylan and of Hemingway, an antique compass for a sailor's escape. She says you just can't live this way, and I close my eyes and I never say. Still having dreams. And on the worst days, when it feels like life weighs 10,000 tons, I sleep with my passport, one eye on the back door, so I can always run. I can get up, shower, and half an hour be gone. And come morning, I am disappeared, just an imprint on the bed sheets. I'm by the roadside with my thumb out. A car pulls up and Bob's driving, and so I climb in. We don't say a word as we pull off into the sunrise. And these rivers of tarmac are like arteries. It's a country. We are blood cells, alive in the bloodstream, beating hard in the country. We are electric pulses in the pathways of the sleeping soul of the country. We are electric pulses in the pathways, sleeping soul of the country. Sleeping soul of the country. Thank you very much. Clap, clap, clap. Cheers, welcome to anyone who's just joining me. Hello, especially to my friends in Australia and New Zealand. I'm sorry the shows got cancelled. I will reschedule them as soon as I can. Shout out to Chris Moses and Suli if they're watching. We'll get those shows back in the diary. Anyway, this next song is a song that I actually wrote about an experience that I had in Sydney International Airport a long time ago. Actually, probably in 2010 now that I think about it. I was changing planes. I was flying from New Zealand to China, which is a thing you used to be able to do. And I was recently broken up with a long-time girlfriend, and I was jet-lagged, and I was exhausted, and I was on my own, and I was drunk. And I decided that this was the perfect opportunity to essentially drunk dial my recently ex-girlfriend just to see how she was doing, and it turned out that was a fucking terrible idea, and I learned a number of quite harsh things about myself in quite short order during that phone call. But it was an important moment because I learned that it was time for me to actually kind of move on and sort my shit out. But I always think of Sydney and Sydney airports when I think of this. Anyway, this song's called The Way I Tend to Be. Some mornings I pray for evenings, for the day to be done. Some summer days I hide away and wait for rain to come. As it turns out, hell will not be found within the fires below. But I'm making do and muddling through when you know where else to go. Then I remember you and the way you shine like truth in all you do. And if you remember me, you could save me from the way I tend to be, the way I tend to be. Some days I wake up, days my dear, I don't know where I am. I've been running now so long, I'm scared, I've forgotten how to stand. I stand around in airport bars, I gather thoughts to think. If all I had was one long road, it would drive a man to drink. Then I remember you and the way you shine like truth in all you do. And if you remembered me, you could save me from the way I tend to be. 'Cause I said I love you so many times, the words can't die in my mouth. I meant it each time, and each beautiful passing, but somehow it never works out. But you stood apart in my callous heart, and you told me, and here's what I learned: that love is about all the changes you make, not just three small words. And then I catch myself catching your scent on someone else in a crowded space, and it takes me somewhere I cannot quite place. And then I remember you and the way you shine like truth. Save me from the way I tend to be, the way I tend to be. The way I tend to be, the way I tend to be. There it is, folks. Songs about the weather. We had a difficult winter. We had a rough few months. And when the storms heart. And I don't care what the man is saying, because the last time that I saw him, he was on his knees, he was praying. The preacher's and the scientists got sung just the same, and we wondered when we'd ever get try again. I don't want to spend the whole of my life indoors, laying low and waiting on the next storm. I don't want to spend the whole of my life inside. I want to step out and face the sunshine. So open the shutters, raise up the mast, rejoice, rebuild the stars past. Cast off the crutches, cut at the cars, rejoice, rebuild the stars past. Rejoice, rebuild the storm has passed. I don't want to spend the whole of my life indoors, laying low, waiting on the next storm. I don't want to spend the whole of my life inside. I want to step out and face the sunshine. I'm not gonna live the whole of my life indoors. Gonna step out and face the next storm. Thank you very much, friends. Hope everybody in Australia is keeping safe and well. I'm not entirely sure what your lockdown situation is over there, but you certainly can't get into the country with any degree of ease right now. Anyway, this next song I'm going to play is a cover. Speaking of covers, for anybody paying attention who is in a time zone where this makes sense, at 10 p.m. this evening, Adam Duritz from Counting Crows has asked me to be part of his Underwater Sunshine Festival live stream thing. I'm going to post details about this on social media once I've finished doing this. But yeah, 10 p.m. UK time tonight, I'm going to do a cover set of songs that I love and care about. On the Underwater Sunshine Instagram feed, I will post links, fear not. This is not one of the ones I'm going to play tonight, but this is a song that was written by an Australian man. This is a song written by a guy called Tom Morgan, who's in a band called Smudge. This song pretty much changed my life. This song's called The Outdoor Type. Always sat a roof above me, always paid the rent, and I never set foot inside a tent. Couldn't build a fire to save my life. I lied about being the outdoor type. Well, I never slept out underneath the stars. The closest that I came to that was this time when my car broke down for an hour in the suburbs tonight. I lied about being the outdoor type. Too scared to let you know I knew what you were looking for. I lied until I fit the bill. God bless the great indoors. I lied about being outdoor type. Never owned a sleeping bag, let alone a mountain bike. I can't go away with you on a rock climbing weekend. What if something's on TV that's never shown again? It's just as well I'm not invited, 'cause I'm afraid of heights. I lied about being the outdoor type. I never learned to swim, I can't grow a beard and even fight. I lied about being outdoor type. There it is. So, moving onwards with songs that I wrote myself. This is a song. The world feels very different now to how it did a month ago, and for the most part that's a scary thing, and it's an uncertain thing, and none of us know what's going to happen, and it's hitting all of us equally, and it's the great leveler. And you know, one of the positives that I see coming out of it is that it puts a lot of things into perspective for me, at any rate, and it makes me feel quite in tune with other humans, you know. So I wrote this song at a point in time when everybody was very politically divided back here at the UK and in the USA and in Australia as well, I'm sure. But things have changed slightly, but I still think it's a song worth singing. It's a sentiment that I'll stand behind. And indeed a sentiment that is a nod to my favourite writer, who is Australian, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clive James, who passed away at the end of last year. But this song was in part inspired by his poem Leçon des Ténèbres. This song's called Be More Kind. History's been leaning on me lately. I can feel the future breathing down my neck. And all the things I thought were true when I was young and you were too, turned out to be broken. And I don't know what comes next in a world that has decided that it's going to lose its mind. Be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind. They've started raising walls around the world now, like hackles raised upon a cornered cat. On the borders in our heads, between the things that can and can't be said, we've stopped talking to each other, and there's something wrong with that. So before you go out searching, don't decide what you will find. Be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind. And you should know you're not alone. And trouble comes and trouble goes. How this ends, no one knows. So hold on tight when the wind blows. Both of us to sand and sea, and where the dry land stands is hard to say. As the current drags us by the shore, we can no longer say for sure who's drowning or if they can be saved. But when you're out there floundering like a lighthouse, I will shine. Be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind. Like a beacon reaching out to you and yours from me and mine. Be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind. In a world that has decided that it's going to lose its mind, be more kind, my friends, try try to be more kind. Thank you very much, friends. Awesome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I have a bunch more songs left to go. How many people? We've got a bunch of people. Everybody seems to be hearing things all right and having fun. Hi. I hope my friends in New Zealand are doing well. In particular, my friend Ed, if he's tuned in. I miss you, man. We were best friends growing up, and now he lives in Auckland, and that there is a long fucking way away from here. Like I say, I will reschedule the tour dates we had to cancel as soon as humanly possible. One of the things about this tour was that it was a tour to. I've released an album basically since last I was in Australia, an album called No Man's Land, which is a history record, and I wanted to write a history record. I wanted to write some songs that weren't about me for once in my life. And I started writing songs. I wanted to tell undertold stories, stories that we don't talk about enough, in my opinion. In the event, most of the songs, in fact, all of the songs end up being about female historical figures, which has an implicit politics to it that I will stand behind. But it was a storytelling record first and foremost. This is a story about a woman by the name of Huda Sha'arawi. She was an Egyptian woman, and she was born in the 1870s. She became a feminist in the First World War, and in 1923 she returned to Cairo from Switzerland from a feminist conference, and she arrived at the train station and she ripped off her full face veil and threw it to the floor and said, "Enough, no more, I'm not wearing this shit anymore." That's not a direct translation of what she said. And in the process changed the status of women's rights in the Arab world and the Muslim world and in Egypt. And she did it all as a devout Muslim, and I think that's really interesting and really important, and it's a story that we should remember. And generally she just sounds like a badass, so I wrote a song for her. One of her nicknames was the Lioness, so this song's called The Lioness. Times are hard for honest men, but she didn't give a damn, cause she wasn't one of them. I don't mean to imply she ever told a lie, but she was raised in the harem and told to keep quiet. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. Married off young, set aside, her always burned bright. She wasn't one to hide. She taught herself languages and poetry. She taught herself to speak so she could set herself free. Look on her works in mighty men. She opened up the harem, they can't close it up again. She stepped off the ledge and let herself fall free. She stepped off the train and into history. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. Huda Sha'arawi is a lioness named, her heart well fed, eyes aflame, her face uncovered showing what she overcame. Huda is a lioness, she won't be tamed. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. She isn't gonna hide her face anymore. She isn't gonna know her place anymore. Everyone should know her name. The lioness will not be tamed. Everyone should know her name. The lioness will not be tamed. There it is, friends. No Man's Land is out and about, and when I make it back down your way, I'll play a few more songs of that record for you to make amends. For those, a lot of people have been asking how I'm keeping busy. I'm demoing album 9. Fuck me, what a thing to say out loud. I'm demoing album 9 right now at home, and it's going to be a very, I think it's going to be a pleasant surprise for a lot of people. going to say any more than that. Hopefully the plan is we'll be recording later this year and get it out before the end of next year. There's a bunch of other releases coming this year that we're kind of speeding up because everybody's stuck at home. More information about that coming soon. But in the meantime, this one is for everybody who's in lockdown, which I guess is all of us. Stay sane, stay healthy, stay considerate, look after the people around you, and remember that, like all things, this too shall pass. So this one's for you guys. I got me a shovel, and I'm digging a ditch, and I'm gonna fight for this 4 square feet of land like a mean old son of a bitch. I got me a future, I'm not stuck on the past, I've got no new tricks yet, I'm up on bricks, learn me, I'm a machine and I was built to last. Try and get better cause I haven't been my best. She took a plain black mug and started writing on my chest. She drew a line across the middle of my broken heart and said, come on now, let's fix this mess. We could get better because we're not dead yet. They threw me a blowing and I spat back the sea. I took a battering, but I got thicker skin, and the best people I know are looking out for me. So I'm taking a high road, my engine's running high and fine. May I always see the road rising up to meet me, and my enemies defeated in the mirror behind. Try and get better cause I haven't been my best. She took a plain black mug and started writing on my chest. She drew a line across the middle of my broken heart and said, come on now, let's fix this mess. We could get better because we're not dead yet. Clap along at home, everybody. It's just a knot in the small of your back and you could work it out with your fingers. It's just a tune that gets stuck in your head. You could work it out with your fingers. It's just some numbers tangled up in your sums and you could work it out with your fingers. It's just a simple braille missing from the person you miss. A reminder you could always be a little bit better than this. So try and get better and don't ever accept less. Take a plain black marker and write this on your chest. Draw a line underneath all of this unhappiness. Come on now, let's fix this mess. We could get better because we're not dead yet. We could get better because we're not dead yet. Let's keep it going. Blocking in and out in a strange spot in East London. Somebody I don't really know just gave me something to help settle me down, to stop me from always thinking about you. And you know your life is heading in a questionable direction when you're up for days with strangers and you can't remember anything except the way you sounded when you told me you didn't know what I should do. Hey! So long road up to recovery from here, a long way back to the light. So long road up to recovery from here, a long way to making it right. So I've been making in the morning just like every other day, and just like every boring move, so I get sold by the pain. And so I fumble for a figure in the darkness to make it go away. But you're not lying there any longer, and I know that that's my fault. So I've been pounding on the floor, and I've been crawling up the walls, and I've been dipping in my darkness, staring toward boosters, cider and some kind of smelling salts. So long road up to recovery from here, long way back to the line. So long road up to recovery from here, excuse me, a long way to making it right. It's early in the morning here, and on the first night we met you said, well darling, let's make a deal. If anybody ever asks us, let's just tell them that we met on live stream on Facebook at the middle of the morning. And that's the morning that I'm thinking you like a stony faced accomplice. Tonight I need to hear the truth, I'm never getting through this. Yeah, you once sent me a letter that said if you're lost at sea, close your eyes and catch your time and near and only think of me. Well darling, now I'm sinking and I'm as lost could be. And I was hoping you could drive me up and down here towards my recovery. Just give me a sign, just a subtle little glimmer, some suggestion that you'd have me. If I could only make me better, then I would stand a little stronger as I walked a little taller all the time. Because I know you are a cynic, but I think I can convince you. Because broken people can get better if they really want to. At least that's all I have to tell myself, and I am hoping to survive. Long road up to recovery from here. Long way back to the light. So long road up to recovery from here. There it is. A long way to make it right. Hey! Darling, sweet lover, won't you help me to recover? Darling, sweet lover, won't you help me to recover? Darling, sweet lover, won't you help me to recover? Darling, sweet lover, one day this will all be over. Thank you very much, everybody. I've got a couple more songs left for you. In the interest of keeping information up to date and out there, aside from the cover set that I'm going to do tonight at 10 p.m, this, first of all, tomorrow night at, I think again about 9 or 10 p.m, I'll post information, but about 9 or 10 p.m, I'm going to be going live on Jarrett from Bowling for Soup's Instagram to talk about Texas, apparently, and possibly play some songs. Jarrett's an old friend, so we'll do that tomorrow night. I'll post details on social media, and I will also be announcing Independent Venue Love Volume 3, to the surprise of nobody who's been paying attention. This Thursday, I'm going to be doing a set on Facebook from right here. I'm going to be playing songs from the first 3 years. It's a benefit for the Railway Inn in Winchester, which is my hometown youth venue. My incredible wife Jess, who's just walked into the room, is going to be playing a set as well. It's going to start at 7:30 with Jess, and then me at 8 p.m. with the clap for the NHS at 8 p.m. as well. So I'll be stuck at 8:05, 8:10, whatever. So please do tune in for that. Again, I will post details and links about that. But I've got a couple more songs for you right now. Do you know if there's a C harmonica upstairs?
I don't.
I think that there is one. In the cupboard of my desk, there's a black zip up thing full of harmonicas, and there should be a C harmonica in there. Do you know? Okay, no, don't worry about it, honey. It's fine. Okay. All right, never mind. This song is for all of my friends down under. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Here we go. Sit down and it won't shut up, and most of all I will not grow up. And it won't sit down and it won't shut up, and most of all I will not grow up. Well, maturities are wrapped up back in steel, so it seems. Ditching teenage men photos in the signs, then you'll deserve every hour of your sleepless nights that you waste wondering when you're gonna die. It's a strange thing doing live stream shows because I don't get any kind of physical feedback from the audience, but I like to think that around kitchen tables and front rooms and wherever else you might be across Australia and New Zealand and the UK and Europe and anywhere else you might be around the world, that there are people singing along with this one. But if you are, and if it's the time of day where it's appropriate, and if it's the thing that you do, charge your glasses, let's raise a toast to staying safe and healthy and sane during this lockdown. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This one's for you guys. So I'll play and you sing the perfect way for the evening to begin. And I'll play and everybody will sing the perfect way for the evening to begin. And it won't sit down, and it won't shout. One more song, let's try this one. Hey gay, friends and Romans, countrymen. Hey gay, punks and skins and journeymen. Hey gay, my sisters and my brethren, the time is coming near. Come ye to soulless corporate circus talks. Come ye to toilet circuit touring stocks. Come ye to veterans bars and bunker spots. The sound is ringing clear. Now who'd have thought that after all, something as simple as rock and roll would save us all? Now who'd have thought that after all, it was rock and roll? It really was. With an acoustic guitar and an Instagram account. It was rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Hey gay, now anybody can take the stage. Hey gay, make miracles on minimum wage. Hey gay, with these folk songs for the modern age will hold us in their arms. Right here, right now. After all, something as simple as rock and roll would save us all. Now who'd have thought that after all, it was rock and roll? You guys have to sing along at home, let's do this. And I still believe in the saints. Yeah, in Terry Lee and in Johnny and all the greats, everybody. And I still believe in the sound that has the power to raise a temple and tear it down. I can't hear you for obvious reasons. I still believe in the need for guitars and drums and desperate poetry. One more time, I still believe that everyone can find a song for every time they've lost and every time they've won. Just remember, folks, we're not just saving lives, saving souls, and we're having fun. Oh, it's from the harmonica solo from my wife. something so small. Now who'd have thought that after all, it's rock and roll. Finally, a round of applause. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Australia, New Zealand, I will rebook that tour as soon as I'm physically able to do that. Thank you so much for tuning in for the show today. And yeah, 10 p.m. tonight, UK time, cover set for Underwater Sunshine Festival with Adam Duritz. I'll see you guys there. How do I end this? Oh, right, there we go.